we are here today with Ashley Garcia, who will be speaking about her life as a writer and a poet, and she'll be sharing a poem of hers with us after the interview. So tell me, Ashley, what got you started in poetry?
Um, well, I've been reading and writing since pretty much since the age of 4. So, uh, I guess the first poet of sorts that I started reading was Poe. I started reading him when I was like 6 or 7, and he just really inspired me. And from there, I went on to just so many different poets, and they kind of inspired me because of the way that they got in touch with their emotions, and also dealing with mental illness personally. Writing out my emotions was a healthier alternative to other methods of coping that I had been using at the time.
Brilliant, brilliant. Um, so when you first started writing, was it always about your emotions, or would you incorporate other matters into it as well?
No, I think I wrote my first story when I was 4. I don't remember what it was. My parents probably have it somewhere. But I would just write short stories, different things. Um, in middle school is when I really started writing. I wrote like a little children's story for my sister, so she would have something to read and something that she liked. I also wrote kind of not necessarily novels, but little manuscripts for novels that I would like eventually want to write. I also wrote songs starting from when I was 9, so just different things. It wasn't always emotions. My songs were more emotional. My stories were just stories that I wanted to tell, characters that I had built up in my head and wanted to share with the world. So.
Definitely so. Just a whole array of multimedia gifts. That's great. That's great. So, you could give a tip to any emerging or aspiring poet or musician or songwriter, anyone involved in the arts. What is the number one piece of advice you would give that person?
Carry some way to write something like with you, either like a pen and a piece of paper, or your phone where you can like jot down something in like your notes. Like I always have my iPhone on me, so I will write down whatever pops into my head. It really just depends. I can be doing something and all of a sudden a line will appear, and I will write it down or text it down or whatever, type it out or write it down as fast as I can, and just jot down all the thoughts and ideas that come into my head, and then kind of it either is already formulated into a poem or it's just a bunch of incoherent mess that I formulate into a poem later on. So always carry something with you, so that way if there's ever a moment of inspiration, you can jot it down and go from there.
I highly agree with that because the thing is with writers, a lot of them make the mistake of thinking that their memory serves them well when really they won't, and well, their memory won't rather, and they could have had some beauties, but they're just relying on the inner workings of their memory, and it's just you have to have something with you, whether it's a voice recorder, that's what I use, or a pen, a piece of paper, your notebook. Just as long as you have something, because as a creator, if there's a certain manifestation that has come about, you need to grasp it fully and to the fullest.
I agree. I started doing it actually because I would rely on my memory. It wasn't.
Did I say that? I didn't say that.
I was really bad at relying on my memory, so I started carrying things around with me so I could write in them.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. What are you currently reading?
Reading? I'm not currently reading anything actually, but I do have a stack of books that I need to start reading. I think the one that I'm looking forward to the most is Ghost of a Watchman by Harper Lee, because To Kill a Mockingbird is one of my favorite books, and I can't wait to start the sequel. So.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, it was just recently that I figured out there was a sequel. I had no idea that that was written. And, quite a few years back, I realized there was a sequel to Gone with the Wind, and I'm like,
Really?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was just called Scarlet,
Oh.
and no. But anywho, so what do you what would be the number one theme in your work? Would it be like what you said before, sort of expressing yourself through just mental condition?
A lot of the people who have read my poetry, which typically, so right now I'm not published, so mostly that's my best friend and a couple of my exes. They're like, damn, your poetry is really sad. So, not necessarily, like, I write most often when I am feeling inner turmoil, so to speak. So, a lot of it comes from that, and I guess it is sad in a way. It just depends. I wouldn't call myself a pessimist, but I guess that's the way my poetry comes off. It's just I like to think of it as it's laced with emotions that people don't want to think about. The emotions that people cast aside because people are too afraid to let those emotions come out. And those are the emotions, the dark, twisty emotions that come out in my poetry. So,
And I also think those people who, whether it's, I wouldn't even call it a mental condition, I should correct what I said before, but like whether it's some sort of condition that's within the mind or something else, or someone who deals with really dark issues, it's usually their work that really stands out the most. And because I've noticed if you are 100% happy all the time, that's just as terrifying. And they can't exactly handle the negativity, but it's that person at work who's suffering so much, and it really bleeds through the pen, and it just stands out in the crowd. It makes a lot of heads turn, and it can change other lives. It can have quite an impact on the reader.
that's kind of what I hope to do with my poetry. I will say my personal belief is that if somebody is happy 100% of the time, they're lying. Because there's no way anybody can be happy 100% of the time. And I guess that's why it shocks a lot of people if I do come out and tell them I have this mental illness or this is what happened to me, this is not my past. They get shocked. I mean, and they might have known me for years and they just don't know things that have happened to me or things that I've been through. And they're so shocked and like just almost disturbed by it because they're like, Ashley, you're always cracking jokes, you always have a smile on your face. You went through this, how are you even? I would not be able to go through that and like deal with it. And the poetry helps. Honestly, the poetry helps a lot.
I'm sure. Yeah. It's like many other fields of the arts. It's very therapeutic. A lot of people consider cooking to be very therapeutic, just to be in that environment, whether it's the kitchen or with us, the writing desk. Alright, well, on that note, why don't you share two poems with us that really mean a lot to you?
Two poems? Oh god, okay. I guess.
Not that one.
Don't. Okay. I had one and I don't know where it went. Oh, okay, here we go.
Shall I put on the Jeopardy theme?
No. Okay. So this one is called Daily Thoughts. I'm the itch you can't reach, the static on the other line, the scabbed over wound, sawdust and salt, deformed scars on your wrists, and coffee that's too weak. You say my name, and it sounds like disappointment, then spells out like suicide. That's lame.
What influenced that one?
My daily thoughts while I was going through some rough times, and yeah, pretty much just angsty music, angsty times, being a teenager, that kind of stuff. Mental illness. I can talk. But yeah. Yeah. Did you want me to read another one? Okay. Shoot. Oh, okay. This one's titled Everywhere. I could go to New York City, bathe in the lights, absorb the busy city sounds, and fall in love with the chaos, but I'd still see you. I could go to the Rocky Mountains, get lost in the snow, breathe in the mountain air, and fall asleep in the silent woods, but I'd still see you. Anywhere I go, no matter what I do, I cannot erase the memory of your skin and the feeling of your lips against mine. More than that, I cannot erase the picture in my head of your voice saying the words I love you. I cannot escape the dreams that plague me at night, the hours and days and months spent in each other's company. I cannot eradicate the breathlessness, the fear, the uncertainty, the love I have for you. It consumes me, runs deeper than the marrow in my bones. You are an integral part of me. I cannot go anywhere because I see you everywhere. You are everywhere.
Very nice. And we're going to make sure to try and get this young woman published. And we're going to submit to many online literary journals and print magazines. So those of you who are watching this video right now, if you belong to a magazine or a literary journal, please look out for her work, as she will be submitting in the future, courtesy of the most friendly resort of peer pressure. We've been speaking today with Miss Ashley Garcia, being graced by her presence and listening to her story about being a poet and poetry. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Sweet.
I appreciate it.
Poetry lives.